Referee, Mr. Erlindo Eusebio. Start with their team captain, jersey number 2, Alyssa Valdez. At number 3, Celine Domingo. Wearing jersey number 6, Janet Panaga. At number 12, Julia Melissa de Guzman. Number 18, Diana May Carlos. And at number 23, Jessica Margaret Balanza. Libero, number 11, Kyla Liana Atienza. Head coach, Mr. Sherwin Meneses. Presenting our team from Kingwhale Taipei. Team captain wear jersey number 12, Liao Lin. At number 2, Hermina Jacobs. Wearing jersey number 11, Beatriz Flavio de Carvalho. Number 13, Chai Chin Yao. Number 17, Kansuren Gantogtok. Number 19, Chan Chu Chen. Libero, number 18, Chi Si Ching. Head coach, Ms. Teng Yen Min. This is a one-game.
Well, here you go. The starters are back for the Creamline Cool Smashers. Gemma Galanza, who rested the last game. Pans Panaga, as expected, they're back today. Together with Alyssa Valdez, who did not play the third set onwards, or the last set, last part of the second set onwards. And then Tots and Gia also got a good rest from that last match that they played. And then the starting lineups for Kingwhale Taipei with Jermina Jacobs inserted into the starting lineup. She did that yesterday, but she really played sparingly in the previous games. Again, this is their 5th game in 7 days. Let me ask you, Neil, from the very start. What can you take away from their style of play? What do you like? What can we learn from their style of play?
Well, right now, there are a lot of similarities when it comes to the set play of Gia Morado de Guzman and the setter of Kingwhale Taipei. They're both good in setting up low, fast to their spikers, and isa pang napapansin ko, pareho din silang magaling sa depensa. Yeah. So it's going to be an even matchup between these two teams. And now that the full lineup is on display for the Cool Smashers and Kingwhale Taipei, I would say na ito na talaga yung totoong bakbakan.
Right. One winner-take-all match for the gold. Misreceived. Hinanapan ng paraan. Coverage was there. Good defense from both teams. Back attack. Gemma Galanza scores 2-0. And the fans at Creamline going wild right away. They probably missed her.
Again, Gemma Galanza didn't play in their last game against Kingwhale Taipei, so I'm sure the fans were very eager to see her suit up in today's ball game.
Alam mo, sa simula pa lang sabihin ko na, I was talking to a coach who shall not be named. And sabi niya, ang ganda nung obviously ginawa ni Coach Sherwin from that last matchup against each other. Una-una, tinago niya yung mga player niya. Pangalawa, pinahinga niya yung mga ibang player niya. Pangatlo, ang nakalaban nila, full force naglaro. Full game plan yung laro. So they saw them at their best. Of course, there will still be adjustments for today. But hindi dahil kinailangan ng Kingwhale manalo in that game against Creamline the last time out, which obviously catapulted them into the finals. They got a good look of the opposition. Tots, you do not give her back-to-back opportunities like that.
Game face mode on for Tots Carlos. Again, she is the top scorer in this entire conference. No one comes close to her attacking efficiency. So you can expect most of the attempts also to go to her.
I love also that she is number 5 in the top 5 of digging. She's also in the top 5 of blocking in the semifinals. So she's really evolving into this complete gem of a player for Creamline as Jacobs able to score and get it back.
I covered their game yesterday, actually, and coming into that game, she only had 5 points in total, but
no?
she scored 19, if I'm not mistaken, in that win yesterday.
And only 2 points in that matchup against Creamline the first time out. So I love the chess match between Coach Deng and Coach Sherwin as Seth Domingo puts it away. But no matter what happens, right? I mean, Kingwhale, 4-0. They won some fans. They love playing in the crowd. They did not, kumbaga, fold in the pressure kneel of the crowd. And they've come back in certain matches to win also. They came back in 2 matches to win. So it's been highly entertaining to host them here. And they continue to battle Creamline toe-to-toe. 4-3 will be our score as we send it back to Alexis Tinsay.
One of the best setters in PVL history, Gia Morado shared to me that for this championship mask, they do not just want to match their skills with their opponents, they actually want to be better and they aim to be better. Gia shared to me that she has deep appreciation for this season, given that there is a team coming in from a different country with a different culture of volleyball. And when youngsters from Taipei bring in an unassailable kind of energy, the level of competitiveness automatically steps up. According to her, Kingwhale's strong ball defense is indeed a threat, but it serves as a motivating force for the Cool Smashers to not let their guard down. The game continues in this long rally.
Thank you very much, Alexis. Rally is still ongoing. Back attack. That is at the corner.
Again, Eliza Valdez scoring her first point in this ball game. We know that she is one of the defensive aces for this team, but now it looks like she's up to a mission talaga na maging offensive ace against Kingwhale.
Ayan na naman tayong dalawa eh. Pinag-uusapan natin, Eliza, during the semifinals and the finals and all the conferences that we've covered together, she just knows when to turn it up. And that's on a bum ankle too. As that one is out.
Again, Kingwhale Taipei is contesting that call from the first referee. They claim that it was inside, that it touched the line. But there was a lines judge there in the corner.
And that's the second one that they're complaining about earlier. They also complained about one other one. That may have caught the line, yeah. That hits the antenna. So this is the biggest lead of the match. It is at 5 for Creamline. We will be back. Back inside the SM Mall of Asia Arena for the gold medal match in the PVL Invitational Conference. 8-3, Creamline serving. Over, pass. This young squad, the Kingwhale Taipei, this week has come back and won in different manner. The first game, of course, against Army, that was their most dominant win, and then the rest were either coming back from a set standpoint or even in one game against PLDT, down 4 in the 5th set. They've showed some spirit, they showed some composure. They're lovely to watch, and I think they're a worthy opponent here with the Creamline Cool Smashers. The Cool Smashers have to earn this match today.
Definitely, again, student athletes pa yung ibang players dito for Kingwhale Taipei, and that says a lot about their volleyball program in their home country. So I'm sure the Philippine program would learn so much dito sa squad na to.
Neil, they're missing 4 players actually who were left behind in Taipei because they are preparing for the AVC. Those 4 players are going to come once the AVC gets started. We'll talk about them in a bit. First, Gemma Galanza, 2 straight points for her. 10-4 is the score.
Welcome back, Gemma Galanza. Na-miss natin yung mga power hits na yan, and if you put her against a small blocker, asahan mo na patatamain niya talaga sa kamayan.
She comes in well rested too. Misreceived again. Liao had to chase. Oh, but a great ad-lib play there by De Carvalho. B able to score her 2nd point. And she has scored 66 points this week. That's without playing that much in that game that you covered. So
pinagpahinga din siya ng coach ng Kingwhale yesterday.
So prolific scorer din, ano, Neil, and maganda yung matchup niya against Tots. Very different players, very different body types, very different way of attacking, but both prolific scorers. Gemma adjusts. Open. Good dive by Eliza. Chance ball for Kingwhale. Liao, run and gun.
That's the advantage of Kingwhale Taipei. They have a short slide attacks.
You're
And
right.
For Creamline, ginagawa din yan ni Janet Panaga.
Right.
But for Celine Domingo, it's mostly A-quicks, B-quicks, or back-quicks.
Kingwhale sticking by. They were down by as much as 6 earlier. Chai gets us going for this rally. Galanza ahead.
Gemma Galanza just above the blocker of Kingwhale Taipei.
Tapos ang bilis pa nung pasa ni Gia. So she really was ahead of the block there.
Zone 1 was way open.
Couldn't stand a chance. Gia de Guzman. That's a smart play. Very smart for Honda.
This is the rotation na kailangan ingatan ng Creamline because although Kingwhale only has 2 attackers in that specific rotation, you have De Carvalho, which is a powerful hitter, their Brazilian import. Kaya na-isolate yung mga blockers ng Creamline.
Jin Liao. Good serve. They straight to Eliza. Panaga, that's the one you were talking about earlier, Neil.
That's their own version of a running attack. Now Creamline has a 5-point advantage against Kingwhale.
The players who did not play against Kingwhale in that first matchup now showing their wares. Gemma Galanza, Pangs Panaga. Galanza takes her time with a 5-point lead. Valdez saw that coming, but a chance here for Kingwhale. Bump set to B. And B, rejected, but it bounces out, so that's a point for Kingwhale.
And we know that yun yung na-expose na liability sa Kingwhale, yung reception nila yesterday. But every time they get out of system, meron silang Brazilian import that will save them in these kinds of situations. So you can just put it up to De Carvalho and she would power it through the blockers of Creamline.
Valdez on the combination. Yao is able to save. Carlos puts it away. What a sequence for both teams.
Now Gia de Guzman going to combination plays. It's time to move the pieces of the puzzle for Creamline to keep the blockers guessing. But what a dig from the libero.
What a save there by Yao. Absolute effort. But Gia knowing what to do in situations like these. And Tots obliges. Back to 5. On the other side, there's a net touch by Sed, but a point will be given anyway to Kingwhale.
Jerina Jacobs again didn't see much action throughout the semifinals, but now she's a starter for Kingwhale in this gold medal match.
Honda getting us going for this rally, targeting Tots. The dive by B. Back set. Good coverage by Yao. Double block. Let's see who's going to be credited for that one. Did you see on the double block who was?
It happened so fast, I didn't even notice kung kanino napunta yon. It was Seth Domingo.
Domingo is right up there. And number 7, the best blocker, is Tots. Yung partner niya doon, number 3 in blocking. That's a really nice play, but a great pickup by Tots. Back attack. Gemma scores!
Now Gemma Galanza doing damage from that pipe attack. But what about the hustle of the defense dito ng Creamline Cool Smashers? You can see them napakabilis on their feet. They know where to go. They know their transition counterattacks. That's why they have a 6-point advantage here in set number 1.
In front of a boisterous crowd at the SM Mall of Asia Arena. And Tots Carlos, who is also in the top 10 of serving, sends that to the net, giving another opportunity to come back here to Kingwhale. Here's the thing about Kingwhale, and we said this in the last matchup against Creamline. They seem to be a team that, you know, they don't get rattled. They just keep playing their same play. They react even from a body language standpoint, Neil, the same way, regardless of the score. That's a great thing.
One of the good things also to note dito sa gameplay ng Kingwhale, they're very good in in-game adjustments. They will lose sets, then immediately bounce back the following set. And yung mga skill categories na nagkukulang sila, mapupunan agad nila sumunod na set.
That's a testament to Yan Minteng. As Jacobs continues to serve here. Lead is only 4. B. Galanza with a dig. Oh! What a launch! What a rocket! We saw that right in front of us, Neil. What a spectacular setup job. And Seth Domingo finishing emphatically. 16-11, we'll take a look at that when we come back. Let's look at that last play again, Gia. Just taking a look. Look at that low set, and Seth Domingo just mapapahiya ka pag hindi mo tinapos yan.
And he's the orchestrator nga sabi natin kanina of the offense of the Creamline Cool Smashers. And again, if you are a middle blocker and Gia is your setter, you have to approach the fastest way possible. Kasi she would know the perfect timing kung paano ihahatid sa'yo yung bola.
Gotta stay aggressive, ano? But again, after all of this, Kingwhale continues to answer and keeps themselves in the game. Down 4. Courtesy of Chiswan Chang. Serving 16. Gonna go to Gemma. Dug up. Gemma. B. Atienza was there. Galanza with a cut shot. Underhand set. Tickets a net. That's a great sequence for Kingwhale. They're down 3.
Great adjustment also on the side of the Carvalho. Set was tight, but she managed to push it over and find that open space dun sa backcourt ng Creamline. Right on the line.
Right. Finally, they got a line call. Huh? They did. They've been complaining about that last couple of sequences. Perfect first ball. Good reaction by Liao. Great dive by Eliza. Oh, and Galanza for the kill. 5th point.
Excellent dig from Eliza Valdez.
That's why we said in the pregame, Neil, we talk about the same players in the championship runs, but we talk about them differently. Other than GL's, the same role just gets better and better, but the other players, they just evolve in terms of the things that they do on the court. So we talk about them differently in every championship. Chance here for Creamline for the counter. Now goes to the middle. Gemma keeps it alive. Chance ball. 17-13. Run and gun. The scratch on the net by Gemma Galanza according to referee Fernando Velarde.
That was a correct call. Hindi na kinontes ni Gemma yung net violation na yon. Yup. A slight touch dun sa tape ng net.
Hindi mo pwedeng i-negotiate yun eh.
A net touch is a net touch.
Panaga. Share with a dig. Honda sends it over. Galanza flies. Contact. Apparently there's a check. Liao admits.
Yeah.
She shakes her head. She says yes.
Now, Gemma Galanza already has 6 points built on 6 attacks here in set number 1.
Lead is 4, so Coach Tang will call a timeout.
Ayaw mo siya mag-running sa open.
因为我们是andun kami sa cross. 我们现在1-5嘛，对不对？我们现在1-5。接到球完以后，胖打够。Via you move inside short， 然后打一个短的，因为他左手的，让他绕动一下。因为18号现在在这边，懂吗？然后另外一个男生投那个现在在中间。我们先接一个，你们没接的要有一个人打后排哦，好不好？来加油！
Really nice, exciting first set to kick off our gold medal match. Earlier today, what a comeback, by the way, by the Signal HD Spikers, who salvaged their season for the 2nd straight conference. As you see, Mr. Jonathan Nang in attendance here at the SM Mall of Asia, so congratulations to them, Signal. It's almost the same story, Neil, from the last conference. No, start off strong, struggle in the semis, but they salvage with a medal. PLDT, congratulations for a great conference for them also. But now we get to the gold medal match and the rally continues with Galanza adjusting in midair.
Make that 7 points for Gemma Galanza.
Boy, is she making up for lost time, Neil. Again, bentang-benta yung hugot ng kamay eh. She pulls it back and then, and you know what? She's smiling while she's doing all of that. It's like already knew what she was going to, what the outcome was. Liao opens up to B. That is a lot of steam on that hit. 5 points for her.
A 4-point lead is not a safe lead against Kingwhale. They managed to erase that same amount of a lead
Twice.
in the 5th set against PLDT. Now Beatriz de Carvalho is starting to heat up here in set number 1.
That was 7 and 11 and 8-12 when they came back in the 5th. Safe set. Panaga, good reaction. Galanza on the other side, that is out. Oh, but it looked good.
Too much angle on that hit from the opposite side of the court from Gemma Galanza.
It was wide, and you look at her smile, her reaction, she's like, she got it. Pero tusok na tusok nila. Oh, look at the angle on that one. Just a tad bit to the right. But the trajectory. Coach Tang is only down by 3 now.
Nag-sub sila eh. Okay. Punks, running punks. Running. Running. Si Tots na may iwan doon. Kaya niya naman na ano doon eh. Gemma, mount set yung palo. Okay lang. Ngayon ulit. Pwede. Ha, let's go, let's go.
Go, girls! Hey, Creamline! Mr. Alan Acero in attendance as usual. Right, this is a little corner. Always stands somewhere away from everybody else. Looking very tense in this first set because he knows, of all people, Neil, this is not safe. Down 3. Or up 3, rather.
This is a knockout match. No second
Yeah.
chances, no do-overs.
Now takes a look at the defense, goes back to Chen. Gia reverses to Gemma. And a chance here for Kingwhale. Yao stumbles. Atienza. Gia opens up the Tots, and Tots puts it away.
Tots, Carlos getting through. The Brazilian import of Kingwhale Taipei.
4 points for the player going for back-to-back MVPs. 20, serving 16. Piston play. Gemma was there, that's too tight. Oh, they save it! And it's in their hands now. Great defense by Creamline. Reverse. There's a touch.
Now they're asking for a check ball, but the second referee says that
Yes,
there was
is a
check
touch.
ball.
Yes. Erlindo did not see it initially. It was in our side. And the ball hit finger of Panaga.
The right hand of Panaga.
Yeah. So the correction made Fernando Velarde, second referee. So the lead is down to 3 again. Gia chases. And Valdez scores. Foot looks fine, Neil.
Sabi nga niya kanina, she has to be 100% for the Cool Smashers in this gold medal match. Looks like she's true to her word.
Well, it was a great sign after the injury that she came back on the court. She was walking, she was celebrating. So that was obviously a great sign that she could put some weight on the left foot. It's a great play. That is a wonderful play.
And that is the play that they need. Lalo na pag nandiyan yung middle blocker nila that will go to a slide attack. The middle part of the court will always be open dun sa depensa ng Creamline. So they will have a higher chance of getting points when they target those corner pockets.
Nalito, no? Nalito rin yung depensa. The Creamline. Down 3. Honda gets us going. Set back. Valdez picks it up. Carlos on the right pin. Pop set. Oh, that gets through. Chance ball. Liao, who does she choose? Back set. Shen. That's out. Down 2. They were down 6 at one point in this set.
Still a good hustle from the defense of the Creamline Cool Smashers. Pero what about the adjustments on the blocking ng Kingwhale Taipei a while ago? Creamline had a lot of clean hits, but in the last few sequences, nakakapanan nila yung mga attackers ng Creamline.
Pei Yinting will come in now to serve. One of the sweepers also for Kingwhale. Good serve. Oh! Carlos still able to manufacture a kill.
Tots Carlos making use of speed in the best way possible.
That's just athleticism, an IQ. Ang bilis nung reaksyon ng paa niya, Neil. Yung adjustment ng paa, ang bilis.
That's why she's an MVP in her own right.
Oh, what a shift by Che. And a block by Sed to restore some order. 4-point lead once again.
很积极在抢攻，但是我们的防御好像就跳一下，这样子一来往就差很多了。然后你的踏板冷静一点好不好？我们稳稳的，越是到这个时候，打球处理球越要稳跟慢，不着急，我们重打。他们还有2分上去，但是我们3分也可以再顶一点，加油加油！
Mitch Morente and Kai Balwalwa watching here in the Mall of Asia Arena.
To see Kai. It's been a while. Thanks, Panaga, having some fun on the bench while her team is up by 4. This lead was cut to 2, but Creamline on a 2-0 run. Good timeout by Coach Yan Mintang.
Kingwhale still erratic on the passes, but the wing hitters are doing a very good job in still converting these botched first balls. And just imagine if they can polish that area coming into the second set, you will see a faster and a stronger attacking formation dito sa Kingwhale.
Gia Morado de Guzman with a tip of her finger gets them to set point on a second ball put away. It was an overpass, so she found a way to weave her wand. Mitch Gumabao comes back for Gia de Guzman. This is for defensive purposes. But in transition, who's going to set here for Creamline? Let's see.
It's gonna be the libero.
It's Kayla, yeah, that's right. Our secondary setter. And Gia will come back right away for Mitch. Coach Sherwin does not want to toy around too much.
Coach Sherwin just wanted to get one good block in that previous rotation, but it didn't work. So balik siya ngayon kay Gia de Guzman as a setter.
1 set point save. Misreceived. Chance ball for Kingwhale. Oh! And it's set back by the defense of Sed Domingo and Creamline. The blocking department has been tremendous for Creamline in the semifinals onwards. They really picked up their blocking. And it continues here in the gold medal match. They take first set honors. back inside the SM Mall of Asia Arena, where you're in the middle of a gold medal match for the PVL 2022 Invitational Conference. So it's for all the marbles today. And set one was an exciting set, especially for the Creamline fans. They started strong and they finished strong here.
Point number one, Kingwhale wasn't able to match the output of the Creamline Cool Smashers in the attacking department. And number two, the blocking of Creamline was activated, and they got a lot of points also from that department in set number one. Now for Kingwhale Taipei, they have to be able to adjust their confidence. We saw the frustration in the face of the Carvalho in that last attempt. Kasi mataas yung bola, kaya sana nilang umatake ulit, but no one was in position to pick up that ball.
Just to emphasize your point, that girl on your screens, 3 blocks in set number one, all part of her 6 points. As Creamline out-attacking Kingwhale, out-blocking, and also keeping their game cleaner, clean as can be for a Creamline, by Creamline standards.
And that's the high level of competition that the fans would appreciate, to see yung konti lang yung errors from both of the squads. And talagang pinapaghirapan. That's why we had a lot of prolonged rallies also in that first set.
Yijin Liao was holding the whiteboard earlier during the timeout, during the in-between sets, and mapping out plays for her teammates. So let's see what kind of adjustment they'll make. And they get the first point here in the second set of the gold medal match. Quite a week for Kingwhale. They played Monday and Tuesday, and then Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Sorry,
Friday and Saturday.
Friday, Saturday, yeah, and today. And all in wins, too. Carlos. Chen with the dig. Gia with the reaction. Carlos again. This time, return to sender.
As I said, kita mo na agad yung in-game adjustments na ginagawa ng Kingwhale Taipei. The two tallest of blockers from their squad locking down on Tots Carlos in that last sequence. Nowhere to go. Talagang saradong-sarado yung blocking nila doon.
Kansuren or Honda was the one credited for that block, as Chia Chen sends it to the net. One-time player of the game. That's the second game that they had this week when she emerged as the POG. Galanza returning to Creamline today, together with Pangs Panaga. Liao ad-libs. Good dig there by Gemma. Reverse to Tots. Battle continues. Back to Tots. No drop ball there. 6 on 6 for Kaloy.
Bump reverse setting from Gia Morado de Guzman. And Tots Carlos again was faced with a single blocker in that last sequence.
2-0. A double touch called on Jen Liao. The first ball was tight, obviously, so she had to make the adjustment. 3-2. That drops out. Perfect time for us to visit Alexis Tinsay.
Everyone seems astounded with the 4-0 run of Kingwhale Taipei in the semifinals, and surprisingly, open spiker and first-time starter Hermina Jacobs also was overwhelmed. With 19 points and 16 digs, you'd think she's a veteran ace, but actually she only got the chance to battle the jitters right then and there against Signal, when she was called off the bench to power through all the sets. Thankful to the Filipino fans you can see in the audience, and also the Taiwanese fans back home. Her confidence skyrocketed due to the endless support given to her and to her teammates. As we said earlier, PVL is truly a ground for new stars to break away from their shells. Let's go back to set 2.
It's only bodes well for them. Maybe Coming back here, since the experience has been great. I mean, we saw and feel in our pregame interview with Liao, with Regent Liao, the sincerity of her being so happy. We don't get this crowd in Taiwan. You know, I mean, obviously it was through her interpreter, Kevin Tsai, saying that, but it seemed very sincere and it seemed that there was true excitement on the part of this team as Atienza with a great reaction there. Valdez sends it back. The lead is with Kingwhale. It's at 2. Oh, Morado. De Guzman with another great dig. Good transition plays for both teams. Great reaction by Honda. Back attack by Chen. Bump set to Eliza. The dig by Chen. The counter by Kingwhale.
And even on the digging department, Kingwhale Taipei has improved a lot. Ganun kabilis yung turnaround, and even the coverage is already present behind the attackers. That's why they are more confident in attacking the blocking of Creamline.
At kaya si Coach Sherwin, tawag ng maagang timeout.
Number 13 yun nandito, number 13. So, pag may receive tayo, either magra-running si Punks o BB siya, may magte-tres for sure. Either Eliza or Tots. Pag meron, pag wala, talagang sasagupain natin yan. Ha? Nag-counter, may pagkakataon yon. Kasi number 13 eh. Number 13, di ba? Okay, let's go.
Hey, Creamline! So Kingwhale Tsai was a topic of conversation there in that timeout of Coach Sherwin Meneses. The lead is 3. 6 serving 3. And it is Gantok Tok. Katsuren serving, starting the rally. Chen has been a great sweeper for Kingwhale. De Guzman. Atienza hinatid kay Tots. Chen again with some defense. Creamline saw that coming. Carlos with the tip.
The Carvalho saw the drop ball coming from Tots Carlos. Na-mistime niya lang yung one-handed dig.
Full swing and then the adjustment. Four serving 6. Banks taking her time. Chen has been solid, Neil, for Kingwhale on digging and receiving.
And that's the all-around player na sinasabi natin kanina, because the Carvalho will take care of the attacking. Leave it to her. She will score her numbers. But you have to be able to give her good passes also para hindi na siya mahirapan dun sa mga out-of-system plays.
That's out. No touch. 8-4. And they head to the technical timeout with a lead for the very first time. It's Miko Halili, the head of sports content, Signal TV. Mickey, her daughter, is also in attendance, big volleyball fan. She was here during the bronze medal match. They were here watching the Signal PLDT 5-setter game. And they're here for this gold medal match between our visitors, Kingwhale, and the Open Conference champions. Nice, a little bit of an off-speed for Tots, just angling it correctly.
There's so much variety in the attacking of Tots Carlos. He can go.
Bump set. Valdez puts a little into that. 3 points for the Phenom.
Nice Valdez getting it off the hands of the setter again from Kingwhale Taipei.
Going straight to her former coach. 2017. Liao chasing. Chen has been solid. She's been doing very smart plays here for Kingwhale.
And just really finding the holes in the defense of Creamline here in set number 2.
Out of system na eh. But she just goes for the long ball. Pero ang hirap ng angle pa rin, no? Down the line eh. 4-point lead. Gia opens up to Galanza, who puts it away. No! This is still... Oh, okay. On the second ball, possibly.
Referee said that it hit the forearms first, then it hit the chest of the
Honda.
Kingwhale player.
Okay, let's look at that. That's the first ball. Hits the net. Pwede, no, Neil, no? Parang gumulong sa forearm, eh, no? Sharp call by Erlindo.
Again, that C-set doing the job for Kingwhale Taipei. Nakuha na nila yung tempo na kailangan to break the defense of Creamline.
Chi Chen with her 4th point. Solid din ni Liao, ano? Simple lang, ano? Kala mo naglalaro-laro, casual na naglalaro lang dyan, but very smart setter for the captain. Somebody scraped the net. Chen says she didn't. But you know, sometimes you don't feel that. Let's look at that.
There
Right
was
down,
a net violation.
Actually, hindi siya. It's Honda. Liao. Run and gun. Cross court. Honda bumawi. 12-8.
Dito talaga kailangan magdoble ng effort yung middle blockers ng Creamline to try to close the gap dun sa slide attack ni Honda. Kanina pa single block lang yun na ibibigay ng Creamline. That's why they are really milking that specific play.
De Guzman bumps it to Carlos. Great coverage by Atienza. She was there, but not on the recoil. And this is the biggest lead for Kingwhale in this match. 13-8.
Attacking na hinahanap natin from Kingwhale in set number 1. And look at the blocking. Talagang saan ka dadaan doon?
That's a tight block.
The only chance you would have was to go to deep cross-court angles or sharp zone 1 hits.
Sumagot naman si Panaga. Nice contact with the ball. Cuts it a little bit. Well, sinisigaw ni Sherwin kanina yun, di ba? Sabi niya, running, Pangs, running. Has to be a threat. Biggest lead was at 5. What an angle and what a cross-court attack. 10th point for B.
That's the dominant angle of a lefty from the opposite side of the court.
Brazilian import, flexing her muscle, swinging away. Angle and power. Wow, nice short serve. With a great reaction by De Guzman, once again saving that play.
I really can't tell kung ano ibibigay ni Gia de Guzman, even from a
Look at that.
misreception or not so perfect pass, she would manage to find the attacker. So pag meron siyang tinawag na play, you continue to go to that.
10-14. Sharp serve. Liao chases. And another one for Flavia de Carvalho. 11 points on 10 attacks. She goes to the back row to serve. Liao also showing, and I've seen this week, Neil, that she also has the ability to come up with good sets even on the chase.
Yeah. And she made the right decision. If you remember, we started out this set with the first point coming from the Carvalho. Again, you have a Brazilian import, so you have to use her your advantage. Great dig.
And on your last game too, so no holding back really. And 16-10, the biggest lead for the Taipei team here in the second set. The road to the PBA starts here. Tutukan ng PBA D-League Aspirants 2022 sa One Sports at PBA Rush. Gusto mo bang malaman ang latest happenings sa sports? Dito lang tayo sa nag-iisang go-to tambayan ng lahat. Like, follow us on social media at One Sports PHL on all social media platforms. Biggest lead was at 6 for Kingwhale over Creamline. Carlos with 9 points, cutting the lead down to 5.
Now there's a double substitution on the side of the Creamline Cool Smashers. Kyle Negrito and Michelle Gumabaw will come in for the very first time as a duo.
11 points for Michelle Gumabaw in her stint off the bench for Creamline the last time out. That's another thing that Coach Sherwin did well in that previous game. Rest his stars, get a nice look at the opponent, and then his bench got very confident. You know, guys like Vargas, Gumabaw, Negrito, even Pao Soriano got to see some action. Riza Mandapat when Eliza Valdez went out. Phil Cayetano, who turned back to her Ateneo days, and was humahampas ng bola. 2 straight points by Creamline here.
Creamline has to take control of the service line so that they can catch up here in set number 2. Yan yung naging problema ng Kingwhale yesterday. They had
Reception.
faulty passes, that's why they had a hard time in attacking.
Good block. Chip. Atienza with the save. Gumabaw set back. Atienza will open up to Galanza. She saw a spot. She recognized it. That's 3 straight points.
Pareho sila ni Todd Carter, kaya mastered yung perfect swing to transition to that drop ball. Kaya ang daming nalilito na defenders on the floor.
3-1 run. Wow. What a run by Creamline here. And it has woken up the crowd. First ball problems for Kingwhale. What a serve.
So 到这个时候他落后还是敢追，只要3个位置站好，好不好？好啊。然后，陈杰你等下先接，然后如果两边拉开的话，VR 的老二可以先走出来把球放好，然后玉文要打什么？啊？好，那你先跳好，跳开网一点，把选手先拉起来，来接一个。
17-15. The biggest lead was at 6, 16 to 10. So now we are in the middle of a 5-1 run. Chen ready to receive.
Oh, wow! From Michelle Gumabao and Sen Domingo. It just, I tried to guess kung ano yung sinabi doon sa timeout ng Kingwhale Taipei, and I was correct na they were really going to that pipe attack just to cut the momentum of Creamline. Pero tamang anticipation also from the blockers.
Galanza. Chen. Creamline active on defense. The run continues.
And Creamline manages to erase that 6-point deficit a while ago. Now we're tied at 17 all.
So it's a 7-1 run. Galanza with 10 points on 10 attacks.
It all started dito sa service ni Eliza Valdez.
Yeah.
Finding the right targets.
Tsaka yung bunot ni Coach Sherwin kay Negrito tsaka kay Gumabao, ha?
And just like that, they get another block point from Michelle Gumabao.
Right.
So even the coaching staff contributing dito sa game.
And that's why that previous game was big. Because he knew that there might be a situation where you have to go to the bench when things go a little bit stale. And they napapad sila in that previous game against a team that was full-on game in Kingwhale who needed to win that game. So they take over the lead. And that run breaks from a service error per napakatagal ni Eliza Valdez doon sa ating service deck. 18 all. Gumabao scores again.
That's back-to-back points for Michelle Gumabao. Great timing on the substitution for Coach Sherwin Meneses, managing to get quality minutes from his second stringers.
Former starter, champion. (19-18). Short serve. Another great serve. Creamline is demolishing Kingwhale from the service area.
They did some scouting, and here in the second set, nakita natin kung paano nila tinake advantage yung heavy serves.
A 6-point deficit is now a 2-point lead. Dug up. Counter. Chen. Galanza flies. Gumabao adjusts and scores.
That's 3 points for Michelle Gumabao, and she will give Creamline a 3-point lead against Kingwhale Taipei. They will be forced to call this timeout.
重是在接发球，整个人好像整个队都希望球接进去，没接进去怎么样？两边还是要持续打啊，抓那个球，抓那个卡吧，重新再组织嘛。你们好像就一直期待别人，每个人都在期待上一个环节，不需要，我们重来，接进去组合打，接不进去两边加油，你往下扣就是笨蛋。好，他比你重这么多，你往下扣。
Also no Yijin Liao on the lineup as Coach Teng made the change a couple of plays ago and bringing in Lee Jun Chen. And over 7,000 people here at the SM Mall of Asia Arena. Definitely the biggest crowd that Kingwhale has faced if we are to go what Yijin Liao told us earlier. And it's a predominant home crowd, obviously, for the Open Conference champions who are all of a sudden up by 3. Chen, the defense has been spectacular for Creamline. Great reaction there. And it's a 12-2 run.
Miscommunication on the side of Kingwhale Taipei. They need to cut the momentum of Creamline if they still want to catch up. Kailangan nilang mapaikot sa harapan yung Brazilian import nila because she functions best in the front line compared to her attacks from the back row.
Right. So she comes back in. Flavia de Carvalho.
Kanina pa siya nasa likod, so they're really having a hard time.
Liao is also back in. The captain and setter to try to restore some order here. Chen, another chance for Creamline here. They open up to Galanza. That's low. Creamline continues its blistering run. 13-2.
Creamline just leaving Kingwhale behind here in set number 2. Now error starting to plague itong Kingwhale Taipei.
Didn't know what hit them. Chen in the middle. Creamline seeing everything now, except for that one.
Finally, they get a rotation here.
Yeah.
And now, Beatriz Carvalho is in the front line for Kingwhale Taipei.
Down 4. But scoreboard pressure with Creamline 2 points away.
Oh!
That's it! You know, not only should Coach Teng be surprised, she actually singled her out in her post-game press conference against Creamline the last time out. Singled out Carlos, singled out Gumabao in that game. So she knew what Mitch was capable of doing. 4 points.
4 points.
Yeah.
For Michelle Gumabao.
A block and 3 attacks. That's tight.
Yep, there was a net touch from the Brazilian import, and Creamline will get set number 2, 25-19.
Wow. A 15-3 run in the second set to all of a sudden be up by 2 sets to love.
Welcome back to our live and exclusive coverage of the gold medal match of the PVL Invitational Conference, the heart of volleyball. Creamline is up 2-0 against Kingwhale Taipei. It seems like Kingwhale made the necessary adjustments in the early parts of set number 2 to be able to establish a 6-point lead against the Cool Smashers. But when Eliza Valdez went to that service line, she took control and they managed to mount a 15-3 run as they snatched set number 2 from Kingwhale Taipei. Creamline is just one set away from bagging the gold medal here in the Invitational Conference, but it's not yet over till it's over. Kingwhale still has a chance here in set number 3 to extend this match to a 4th frame. Great adjustments on both sides of the coaching staff, but Creamline's second stringers was just relentless in their attacking. 13 attacks compared to the 11 of Kingwhale. And look at the discrepancy in the opponent's errors. Dalawa lang yung lamang ng Kingwhale, pero malaki na yon for set number 2.
A 16-10 turnaround. That's where the turnaround happened. The second technical timeout, Kingwhale was ahead by 6. Then 15-3 for Creamline, and they are a set away from a second straight championship. And the game of volleyball really turns on its head sometimes so quickly. And if there's a team that knows it, it's also Kingwhale, because they've been able to do that to other teams this week.
In set number 2, we saw that Kingwhale had a hard time na makapagpaikot ng tao pag nasa likod yung Brazilian import. So every time she's in the front row, they have to be able to score most of the points.
2-0. That's a long hit for Jacobs. Banks Panaga starting today for Creamline. Again, they continue to struggle with their first ball. Talking about Kingwhale.
That was way out from Todd Carlos. He was under the ball, and Creamline is exclusively targeting that wing hitter of Kingwhale Taipei.
They're talking about Chi Swan Chang, of course.
60% attack efficiency for Michelle Goma, about 3 out of 5 attempts.
That's just today. It was even more efficient the last time out. 11 points. Domingo puts it away. Boy, she made it look good too.
In the preliminaries, pansin ko hindi pa ganyan kabilis yung connection ni Gia de Guzman and Seth Domingo. But in the semifinals and today, it has been spot on.
And you know, that's the important thing. You peak at the right time, whether individually or as a team. And that's what's happening to Creamline right now. And again, the struggles continue for Chang from a reception standpoint as we send it over to Alexis Tinsay.
Coach Sherwin Meneses definitely has the good vibes going on, because again, as the fans have hoped for, they are standing here for the championship crown, and more than that, against a foreign guest team. And according to Coach Sherwin, natutuwa siya sa Kingwhale dahil sa sobrang kasipagan nila. Hindi raw sila mapatayan ng bola ng basta-basta. And technically speaking, ito yung gustong may adapt ni Coach Sherwin sa sistema ng Creamline. Formidable blocking and defense, coverage, and undeniable persistence. Let's watch the set 3, how the Cool Smashers will apply their in-game learnings and stay afloat against Kingwhale.
Thank you very much, Alexis, as Flavio de Carvalho sends it out and long to give themselves a 3-point deficit. Eliza Valdez serving 5-2. And a set away. It's another long attack. Things are not working right now for Kingwhale.
A lot of unforced errors to start set number 3.
Oh, the hammer is in attendance. Kaibigan din naman talaga ni Eliza Valdez din yan. Honda.
It's been a while since we last saw that play. And they can go to that same play once they get to establish their first pass. Ian Rances also here to support Elijah Valdez.
But that will depend, of course, on that first ball. And that one was a better first ball for Chang to be able to set that running attack. Again, Gia. Two points for her, and both in spectacular fashion. Just a reaction. It's a controlled reflex.
Middle blocker getting in the way dun sa defensive pattern ng defenders.
Napangiti na lang si Coach Teng. Oh, Galanza overextending. So a chance here. Oh, they saw that coming. Galanza saw that coming. 8-3. Creamline is looking good. Coach Jorge Salva de Brito is in attendance with Ricky Palou, of course. PVL. AVC is just around the corner. We'll have time to talk about that. But first, let's get back to this match as Panaga, with a run and gun attack, gives them a 6-point lead, 9-3.
And di ba talaga yung Creamline pag full force yung starting unit nila? Like, this is the first time na makakaharap ng Kingwhale Taipei yung buong first 7 ng Creamline. First,
The second ball,
that the attack rather was invalid dahil sa labas ata ng antena dumaan kaya outside yung tinawag niya. But
Sir Lindo Eusebio explaining to the captain. And Liao just shrugs her away.
that was actually a clean hit.
Clean. And a point robbed from a possible point. And that's unfortunate. And now the body language doesn't look good, Neil. That call kind of disrupted their body language. Especially for Liao. You see it for Liao, who seems a little demoralized after that call. In the meantime, the Signal HD Spikers, the bronze medalists, in attendance, waiting for their turn to receive their medals.
天哪，大家冷静一点啊！我觉得这个也是比赛中的一部分，好不好？因为毕竟他们是地主球队，然后各方面大家稳定一点，我们重打，我们把分数慢慢的再打上去，几个配球开始接发球，再稳定一点，把自己状态赶快拿出来，不能再这样子得1分，拖个3、4分，大家专心好不好？来来来。
Kingwhale, team from Taipei, are 4-0 this week. shoulders a little dropping right here in the third set. And you got to give credit where credit is due. Creamline is really just pouring it on right now from all departments, especially the serving. Galanza.
Oh! A lot of miscommunication errors being committed on the side of Kingwhale Taipei. So even their connection dun sa tatlong pasa on the court, hindi na ko kompleto. And you can just sense the frustration dun sa players on the floor.
If you're in the venue, Neil, as we are obviously, you feel like parang the air has gotten out of the balloon for Kingwhale. Nagtuloy-tuloy eh. Remember, for those who just tuned in, they were ahead 16-10 in that second set. And things just turned around so quickly. Creamline doing Creamline things. And this is what we mean. The other facets of the game now are following, unfortunately, for Kingwhale. And this is our first time to see them really frustrated this week, Neil.
And there's that snowball effect already dun sa frustration na nararamdaman nila. Again, these calls of the referees are already out of their hands. I know it's easier said than done, but the best thing that they can do right now is to play the cleanest volleyball na wala nang magkakaroon na duda pa dun sa mga calls.
Well, to refer to that first game earlier, as this is a second straight service error, which then can't do anything but stare. Signal made a comeback in that third set earlier, down 9 also, and eventually extended it to 5 sets and won in 5. So is it possible? Yes. But Creamline's a different monster also, Neil. De Guzman sends it back. And it's still alive. Panaga is checked. Carlos.
How many times have we seen Tots Carlos do that same trick?
It's the elevation and then the form that sells it all. And just the right tip, just the right clearance over the blockers.
And she was far from the net. So that's not an easy thing to do. Nasaktong-sakto yung drop ball mo sa likod ng blockers. Now it's a 10-point lead for the Cool Smashers.
And look at the defense of Creamline, just all over right now. Another one, set back. Valdez goes down the line and scores on a transition. 6 points for her, 11-point lead for Creamline. Over 7,000 in attendance today, Sunday, at the SM Mall of Asia Arena to witness the gold medal match between our visitors Kingwhale team from Taipei and the Creamline Cool Smashers. Hey, the AVC 2022 witnessed the best of Asian volleyball. 10 strong countries, one action-packed tournament. Don't forget to catch the AVC Cup for women. August 21 to 29, watch the games live on One Sports and One Sports Plus. 4 team members from Kingwhale stayed behind in Taiwan. That's Wu Fan Yu, Gan Kei Hui, Shen Jiaman, Lai Jiancheng. They stayed to train with the team, and they're coming over next week for the AVC.
It's just all Creamline here in set number 3. Even the setter can't do anything about the botched passes that she has been getting. Now Creamline is just 7 points away from bagging that gold medal here in our Invitational Conference.
18-5. And again, a great serve, bad first ball, and a great counter-attack by Creamline. Alyssa scoring her 7th point and a 14-point lead. It's like a train rampaging through the town and nobody could stop it. And it all started from that 15-3 run in that second set. And Creamline right now is cruising. Carlos for a 13th point.
Creamline's defense just impenetrable at this point of the ball game.
They're in a flow state, as they would call it.
And lahat ng atake ng Kingwhale Taipei talagang naiaangat ng mga diggers in that backcourt.
One last ditch stand for Coach Teng Yanmin.
再稳定一点好不好？然后等一下，如果真的几个打没有，我们回来赶快再抓一次拦网防守，好不好？这样子变成我们接不好，过去反击，强力攻击，好不好？来加油！
4-0 this week. They lose today, that will be their first loss and the only loss that matters, obviously, because Creamline takes the gold medal. Creamline try to get back at the team that defeated them in the semifinals. A couple of days ago, Friday at Philoy Eco Oil Center. Alyssa goes to her launching pad. That hits the antenna clearly. Six will be serving 20. This one's clear as day.
Alyssa was trying to go for that down the line hit.
Chin. That has been the problem. They're receiving and they're serving.
All skill categories, they have been committing these unforced errors.
7 service errors for Kingwhale. Most of them coming in this and the second set. Second half of the second set. And again, the loaded serves. Surprising. Kingwhale.
Defense of Kingwhale in total chaos. Really here in set number 3, they're stuck at 6 points.
They are.
And 4 of the 6 points nanggaling sa errors pa ng Cool Smashers.
They've been only able to score 9 points since the second technical timeout of set 2, Neil. Only 9 points.
Even the Brazilian import has been checked by the blockers of Creamline. Kung makalusot man siya dun sa first line of defense ng Creamline, nag-aantay sa likuran sila Gemma Galanza and KWT to pick it up. Kingwhale has 2 attack points here in set number 3.
Valdez is sent back. Block point for the team from Taipei.
It's about time that they got a stop against the Cool Smashers. Have to take it 1 point at a time, although it's a very tall mountain to climb already dahil dalawa na lang ang kailangan ng Creamline.
What a play. We've been seeing this all day. The De Guzman-Domingo connection has been top of the notch. Or top notch, I should say.
Guzman was behind said Domingo for that set. Still managed to get a perfect kill on that Be Quick.
Sorry, Neil. Championship point in the hands of Carlos. Jacobs gets one back. No matter what happens, it's been a great week for Kingwhale. And they have everything to be proud of as they've represented their club and their country very well here in the Philippines. Creamline on offense. Valdez puts it away! And how many times have we seen that? Alyssa Valdez, championship point for Creamline Cool Smashers, the Invitational champions.
They did it again. How many championships already for the Creamline Cool Smashers? And what a fitting end for Alyssa Valdez to be able to get that last point here in this gold medal match.
They celebrated in Antipolo during the Open Conference. Now back at the Mall of Asia Arena. They are champs. Once again, that is the second straight trophy for them. With the same lineup, practically only with Lori Bernardo as a change. But as we've been saying, they've weaponized their chemistry as they've stayed intact in the last conference, the last couple of conferences for them. Wow, this game turned 16-10. Kingwhale ahead in the second set. What happened from then on, Neil?
Ito talaga yung naging turnaround point when they erased that 6-point lead. They never looked back, and now they are our gold medalists for this PVL Invitational Conference.
Let's look at some highlights of the game, and most of them obviously will belong to the Creamline Cool Smashers, who deal Kingwhale their very first defeat this week.
The most dominant set of any local team against Kingwhale. They managed to limit Kingwhale to just 8 points. And that says a lot about the preparations na ginawa ng Creamline Cool Smashers.
That's 11 points only since the 16-10 mark. And they just couldn't find the answer. They couldn't find the first ball. They couldn't find a serve that they liked from Creamline. And everybody contributing for the Creamline Cool Smashers, including double substitutions that Coach Sherwin put in. And this has been their story, and this has been the way they've been doing it these past few conferences. Look at the numbers. Yeah.
Kingwhale in all skill categories, 11-3 in the attacks, 3-1 in the blocking, and ito nga yung 4 service aces, and a lot of other serves also na talagang pinorse yung Kingwhale to be out of system. And as you mentioned, it was a balanced effort, balanced production from the side of the Creamline Cool Smashers, but I really have to give a double thumbs up to Ced Domingo for doing a very good job in that middle blocker position.
Of course, Gia de Guzman, as always, superb in orchestrating the offense for now the Invitational champions. They win 25-21, 25-19, 25-8. We'll be back for the awarding ceremony here at the SM Mall of Asia Arena.
Relax na.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We will now proceed with the team awards. To present the trophies and medals, please welcome Mr. Ricky Palu, PVL President. Mr. Tony Boy Liao, Tournament Director. Mr. Miko Halili, Head of Sports Content for Signal. And now, let us call on our bronze medalists, our Signal HD Spikers. Jersey number 1, Claudine Troncoso. Number 2, Jacqueline Acuña. Team Captain, jersey number 3, Rachel Ann Dakis. Number 5, Maristela Layog. Number 7, Francesina Molina. Number 8, Angeli Pauline Araneta. Number 9, Fatima Bia General. Number 11, Rosalind Doria. Number 14, Angelique Dionela. Number 15, Clarissa Abriam. Number 17, Jerry Malabanan. Number 18, Marivic Meneses. Number 19, Maria Ariel Astraniero. And number 22, Maria Angelica Cayuna. They are mentored by their head coach, Mr. Cecil Shaq de los Santos, and their assistant coach, Mr. Kurt Beliran. Congratulations to our Signal HD Spikers, our bronze medalists. And now, let us welcome our silver medalists, our guests from Kingwhale Taipei. Team captain wears jersey number 12, Liao Ilen. Number 2, Hermina Jacobs. Number 4, Chen Lirong. Number 6, Chen Li Jin. Number 7, Chunjai. Number 10, Ting Peiyin. Number 11, Beatriz Flavio de Carvalho. Number 13, Tsai Chin Yao. Number 14, Xie Poya. Number 15, Chen Yiling. Number 16, Wang Yuwen. Number 17, Pansuren Gantoktok. Number 18, Shi Siqing. Number 19, Chang Chutsen. They are mentored by their head coach, Miss Teng Yanmin, and assistant coach is Chao Yushuan. Congratulations to Kingwhale Taipei for taking home the silver medal. And now let us welcome our champions for Season 5, the PVL Invitational Conference. Let's call on our Cool Smashers from Creamline. Team Captain Eliza Valdez, number 2. Number 3, Celine Domingo. Number 5, Risa Sato. Number 6, Janet Panaga. Number 7, Michelle Gumabao. Number 8, Ella De Jesus. Number 9, Lori Bernardo. Number 10, Pao Soriano. Number 11, Kyla Atienza. Number 12, Gia De Guzman. Number 13, Phil Cayetano. Number 15, Kyle Negrito. Number 16, Riza Mandapat. Number 17, Rosemary Vargas. Number 18, Tots Carlos. And number 23, Gemma Galanza. They are mentored by their head coach, Mr. Sherwin Meneses, and assistant coach, Mr. Carlo Santos. Congratulations to our Creamline Cool Smashers for taking home the gold for this invitational award season or invitational conference of Season 5. And now we will move on to the individual awards. It's time to acknowledge the different athletes who have performed beyond expectations throughout this conference. The PVL Individual Player Awards are based on statistical points accumulated by their athletes throughout this conference. Because of their performance, their teams have reached an impressive and commendable finish. The first of these individual awards is the Best Setter Award. And to present the Best Setter Award, may I call on the head coach of the Kingwhale Taipei team, Ms. Teng Yen Min. The Best Setter Award goes to this young lady who has managed to set up balls efficiently for her teammates for the kill. Very quick and agile, she receives the Best Setter Award. Let's call on number 12 of the Kingwhale Taipei team, Liao Yilen. Congratulations, Ms. Liao Yilen. Best Outside Spikers Award. To present this award, please welcome the team managers of Creamline, Mr. Alan Acero, and of Signal, Mr. Ken Ukang. The outside spikers normally attack from the wings. They scored the most points in terms of successful attacks, be it in the front zone or the back zone, resulting in points for their team. Our first Best Outside Spiker Award goes to the team captain of the Creamline Cool Smashers, number 2, Alyssa Valdez. The second Best Outside Spiker Award comes from Signal HD Spikers, number 7, Frances Cinia Molina. And now we move on to the best middle blockers. May we call on the manager of the PLDT team, Mr. Baji Del Rosario. These middle blockers constantly frustrated their opponents' attempts at attacks at the net. Quick to react, they sometimes convert their opponents' attacks into points for their team. Two best middle blockers come from the same team, the PLDT high-speed hitters. Let's call on number 3, Mika Reyes, and number 13, Del Palomata. Best opposite spiker, may I call on Mr. Alan Acero of Creamline to present this award. to this wing hitter from the right side of the court who jumps very high and hits very strong. For this Invitational Conference, our best opposite spiker is number 18 of the Creamline Cool Smashers, Diana May Carlos. Let's move on to the Best Libero Award. I call her small but terrible. That's how I would describe her. Quick to position herself by reading her opponent's attacks, she has proven to be a key to her team's floor defense. From the Kingwhale Taipei team, her number is her age, Miss Chi Si King. May I ask the head coach, Ms. Teng Yan Min, to present the award. And now the most valuable player of the conference. May we request Mr. Ricky Palou, Mr. Tony Boy Liao, and Mr. Miko Halili to present this award. The most valuable player is the go-to person of her squad. Her all-around skills and amazing talent, including her powerful jump serves, has kept her team highly competitive during this entire tournament. For this year's Invitational Conference, our MVP comes from our Creamline Cool Smashers, number 18, Tots Carlos. And now, the most valuable player of the finals. Dahil sa kanyang depensa sa net, tayo'y umabot ng gold. The award goes to none other than number 3 of the Creamline Cool Smashers, Celine Domingo. Congratulations, Miss Domingo.
Back inside the SM Mall of Asia Arena, Boom Gonzalez together with Neil Flores, and we're right in the middle of the celebrations here, Neil, of all of our winners, not only the teams, but also the individuals who won this conference.
And much-deserved championship for the Creamline Cool Smashers and all of the individual awardees. Talagang tinrabaho nila yan in this invitational conference.
And of course, Kingwhale also taking the second runner-up or the silver medal. And congratulations to the Signal HD Spikers for the bronze medal. In the meantime, congratulations also to Sed Domingo, our finals MVP, who is with Alexis Tinsay.
Here with me is Sed Domingo, Finals MVP with 11 points, 5 attacks, 4 blocks, and 2 aces. Congratulations, Sed. It's another championship, but it's a different title. Kamusta ang damdamin mo maging Finals MVP?
Honestly, ay, naririnig! Sobrang unexpected po talaga. All I did was play my game, contribute kung ano man yung matutulong ko sa team. Ewan ko, iniisip ko lang talaga yung teammates ko na ibibigay ko na lahat. Kasi last game na namin, championship game, para sa lahat! Champion!
At syempre, kita naman talaga natin na yung self-effort, nagiging team effort siya sa dulo. And pangalawa, Sed, paano nyo hinulma yung performance niyo in order to match the level of playing field ng Kingwhale?
Talagang everyone is focused na talagang kukunin namin tong game na to kasi knowing nga na one game lang ang finals. Talaga all out ang lahat. Talagang composure yung everyone. Talagang, oh my gosh, I'm so speechless.
And definitely, nakaka-speechless talaga lalo na sa fans na nakita kung gaano kalaki yung sacrifice niyo at effort. Siyempre, sino yung gusto mong batiin? Yung family, yung friends, yung speaking of the heart of volleyball who supported you all throughout?
Siyempre, una-una gusto kong batiin yung family ko na nandito. Hello! And yung family ng teammates ko, maraming salamat. Yung supporters namin na pumunta dito, thank you so much. Yung management namin, alam nyo na. And siyempre yung coaches namin na talagang nandyan sumusuporta sa amin lagi.
Kaya naman, congratulations again, Sed. And to
Thank
the
you.
rest of the Creamline Cool Smashers, our champions. Let's go back to the panel.
Thank you, Alexis, and thank you, Sed Domingo, our finals MVP. Pero ang ating invitational MVP, let's give it up for Tots Carlos once again.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations, back-to-back championships, back-to-back MVPs. Neil, not only is Tots an MVP again, but an improved MVP. Gumaling pa yung laro mo, mas naging all-around pa. Ano masasabi mo for this award?
I think it's more on mastering the culture of Creamline and yung sistema ni Coach Sherwin. So, I think I became better because of the help of my coaches, my teammates, training every day, the help of our management, our bosses. So, I'm really grateful na I'm in this team kasi sobrang dami talagang natutunan and yung growth ko talaga, sobrang tumaas talaga because of this team.
Now, Tots, alam ko, you've been working so hard for the past couple of months and I'm sure, gusto kong malaman ng fans, anong plano nyo after ngayon champion na kayo?
Training agad bukas!
Ang isa pang tanong, ano daw ang, the next time we see you, ano daw kulay ng plano mo po?
Is it, ano? Charot. No, we'll see.
Gold! Gold!
Gold?
Gold! Tots, sino gusto mo pasalamatan ngayon? May pagkakataon ka na.
Of course, I want to thank my family na nandito. Hello! Ayan sila. Salamat po sa lahat ng sumusuporta sa amin na nandito, nanood ng buong season para sa amin, sa lahat ng bumubuo ng volleyball community. Maraming salamat po. Coach Mark, eto na, babatiin na kita, Coach Mark. Maraming salamat sa mga coach namin, sa mga boss namin, Sir JCN, Sir Alan, Ma'am Liz Ann, sa lahat ng bumubuo ng Creamline, maraming salamat po. At sa mga fans na walang sawang sumusuporta sa amin, mahal po namin kayo.
Salamat! Congratulations!
You have anything to say, Risa?
Risa, do you have anything to say?
Salamat po!
Congratulations, Tots. We're so happy for you.
Thank you
And
so much.
It is such an honor to see you grow in the PVL and as a professional.
Thank you so much.
Oh, ikaw mag-a-analyze na next time, ha?
Sana.
Tots Carlos, your conference MVP. Balikan natin si Alexis Tinsay.
Here on the other side with me is Kingwhale Taipei's coach and setter captain, and we have Sir Kevin to interpret their answers for my question for Coach Tang Yen Min. How proud are you of your girls here from Taipei who came here to the Philippines to play such good games with a 4-0 run in semifinals and also reaching the finals?
你对你的团队现在感觉多骄傲？
我们非常开心，非常开心 PVL 的邀请。那这次拿到第2名，来这边是我们的初次经验，希望我们可以整合好我们更好的球员，因为我们这次没有很完整的来到菲律宾。我希望未来还有机会，下一次可以有机会让我们更完整的球队阵容来到菲律宾再参加 PVL。
I feel very happy for my girls, and I'm very thankful for PVL for the invitation, and I'm hoping there's a next time, and to have a more complete experience next time.
And especially that the fans are waiting for that next time that you guys come back here. And secondly, for the setter captain, Elaine, how important is communication when you're setting up good plays with your teammates?
粉丝都等待你们下次回来，然后对你有一个问题，就是当二传手沟通是多重要？
其实就是当二传手，就是球队就传第2颗球的，所以其实我觉得不管在一传的方面，还是就是我觉得我就尽我最大的能力去把球传好，并且可以让攻击手舒服的攻击。那很感谢我们公司这一次让我们有这个机会来菲律宾比赛。
Okay, so it doesn't matter if I'm playing with a team or not. Communication is very important, and I would like to thank our sponsor for letting us come here to play this time.
Thank you very much, Elaine and Coach, and also for the rest of the Kingwhale Taipei squad who visited us and give us a very nice competition. They shook up the competition and also, of course, made it exciting for all the fans. Let's go back to the panel.
Thank you, Alexis. You're right. They made it exciting not only today, but the whole week. And the fans, our knowledgeable fans, know that and appreciate that very much. Isa na dyan, of course, si Eliza Valdez. Before we talk about your championship, talk about your opponent muna this week and about today.
Well, we know Kingwhale is they have this attitude that never say die. They're very young. They're not intimidated kahit medyo professional or club teams na yung kalaban nila. And that's what we like. And I think people really appreciated that. So we're just really happy na hopefully nabigyan din namin sila ng magandang laro.
And Eliza, that's another trophy in the bag for you sa individual awards mo. How do you ease into that role na paiba-iba din pero ini-embrace mo siya? You make it seem so easy.
Well, it's always a responsibility every time you get an award. May it be a championship or an individual award. You make it to a point na gusto mo pang mag-improve. And I think that's what really interesting and good about sports. You don't stop improving and keep going.
Gusto mo pang mag-improve, gusto mo pang manalo. That championship point, sa'yo na naman. How does that feel? Parang it doesn't get old from us, di ba, as fans. But to do it again on championship point, how does that feel?
Well, I'm just really grateful for my teammates, especially Gian, lahat from the bench, from the coaching staff. Kasi andun lagi yung tiwala nila sa akin. And alam mo, it's just so nice to be in a team, to be in a family, na andun talaga yung tiwala and sama-sama talaga kayo sa hirap tsaka sa ginhawa.
And Eliza, alam ko, ramdam na ramdam mo yung pagmamahal ng fans mo dito sa Mall of Asia Arena. Do you have any message para sa lahat ng sumusuporta sa'yo and sa Creamline?
Grabe, to all the fans nandito po sa MOA Arena, maraming salamat sa lahat ng time and effort sa pagbiyahe, sa pagpunta niyo po dito. Alam namin, galing pa kayo sa iba-ibang lugar, lalo na my family also came from Batangas. So, hello to my family. And sa lahat po nang nanonood sa mga TV, maraming salamat. And I think it's not just supporting Creamline, it's also supporting the volleyball in general. So maraming salamat.
Tsaka buong buwan na nanonood at sumuporta, not just today. 7 championships with Gia Morado.
Yeah.
Neil, all of a sudden, just like that, 2 in the UAP, then 5 here in the PVL. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Lai. Congratulations to the rest of the Creamline Cool Smashers.
First championship ni Lori Bernardo. Congratulations. Sir Ricky Balu joining us here. What a moment. What a crowd. And what a month it has been for the PVL. Talk about our visitors first and how they represented themselves going into the finals, please, Sir Ricky.
Well, the Kingwhales, they're a very nice team. You know, they're very disciplined. They're focused on their games. They're well behaved. You know, and we're really happy that they came over to join us in this invitational conference. Hopefully, we'll see them again in the future. You know, we intend to have this conference, something like this, similar, at least once a year. Right?
So Ricky, I only have one question. What's next for the PVL? Dahil alam ko, kakatapos lang natin, pero marami nang nag-aabang kung ano na yung susunod for the PVL.
Okay, our next conference will start on October 8th. It will end sometime in December. It's the reinforced conference, so all the teams will have at least one import. You know, so that's what we're looking forward to. In the near future.
All right, before October 8th, there is the AVC. Sir Ricky, what can you give us as an update for our fans and viewers for the upcoming AVC, which starts on the 21st?
Yeah, the AVC Cup is going to start on the 21st of this month, and we're happy to announce that Creamline will represent the Philippines in this tournament. So hopefully you'll all be around to help and cheer for our team, the national team. They will be representing the Philippines. Yeah.
All right. Yes, go ahead, sir.
And we'd like to invite at this point in time everybody to support the national team, which will be represented by Creamline.
All right. Thank you very much, Sir Ricky.
Thank you to everybody for
and congratulations.
Thank you very much
for another wonderful conference.
Much,
the 2022 Invitational Conference is in the books, and you heard it from Sir Ricky himself. Creamline Cool Smashers, the champions for 2 straight conferences, and now the champions will represent us in the AVC. Your initial thoughts on that, Neil?
Well, I'm very excited because, you know, Creamline is a very strong team, and the fact that they were able to compete with Kingwhale Taipei at a very high level, I'm sure they can bring that also to the upcoming AVC. So, supportahan po natin ang ating representative, the Creamline Cool Smashers.
What are the advantages of them being the ones representing us in, a week's time?
Well, the main advantage really is the system. Buo na talaga siya. So, no more major adjustments on the side for Creamline, and it's gonna be normal training for them.
Yeah.
And hopefully, we get to compete at a higher level against stronger teams in the upcoming AVC.
And I believe Vietnam will be the first assignment for Team Philippines or Team Creamline, the champions, ladies and gentlemen, of the 2022 Invitational Conference. They're right here. Congratulations to them. Congratulations to the whole of the PVL for this wonderful Invitational Conference. For Neil Flores, Alexis Tinsay, the champions of the conference, Creamline Cool Smashers, I'm Boom Gonzalez, and we'll see you on October 8th. And we'll see you for the AVC.